Hey everyone! So I haven't been the most responsible gardener lately, and by that I mean I haven't checked on all of the plants that I'm overwintering outside in the greenhouse for about a month. And that's not at all what I planned on doing, but the weather just got so cold and miserable down into the single digits as it normally does for Chicago winter, but now we're back up into the warm temps of high 30s, low 40s. So I thought now I should probably go outside and make sure they all are still alive, or at least look like they're still alive, see if they need water. Typically when it gets so cold, you're not watering them anyways because the water's going to freeze. And I've had more issues, like I said before, of there being too much humidity, so I might even air them out for a little bit. So I'm also worried about potentially any issues from them being too moist without any fresh air for over a month. So I thought it would be fun, maybe kind of sad, if I go outside and see a bunch of issues that were happening because I was being a bit neglectful. But it'll be interesting either way. Also, I just realized you can see little paint swatches I have on the wall. Let me take you up close because I can't decide between these two colors and it's driving me a little bit crazy. So these are the two paint colors. They're both green. The top one I think is called Tea Light and the bottom one is Morning Zen. The bottom one has slightly more of a yellow tint, top has more of a bluish tint, and I cannot decide. Every time I come upstairs and I have swatches in a few different parts of the room, I think I like the top, but then the next time I like the bottom, and different lighting and all of that stuff. And it's, again, just slowly driving me a little bit mad. But let me know if there's one that you think would work better in here than the other. And continuing with updates to the room, I did get a new rug for right in front of the door. There's a little tree I need to take outside. This is ruggable, so they're washable. I'm a little bit nervous about the light color. Not that there's a lot of dirt outside because it's a deck, but I do track dirt in and out. So I wanted something that was washable so I can take this off of the rug pad and throw it in the washing machine. I also got stalked by these Kizik shoe ads that are just slip-ons, and since I only had either boots up here or what is it called, slides that are very dirty, I thought I would eventually try these. So the stocking of the ads did work, and they are very easy to slide on, which I like up here because I'm basically taking my shoes off and on as soon as I come through the door. So let's go check on all the plants behind that couch. I feel like I keep getting distracted, but can you hear the birds? I'll be quiet. I don't actually know if you're going to be able to hear that, but I have missed that sound so much. I don't know if it's because I just haven't been outside because of the cold and maybe the birds have been here, or if the birds are now starting to come back, that it's warming up just a little bit, but it makes me so happy and it actually doesn't feel that bad outside right now. Okay, now on to the greenhouse. So this again I think is from Jardinier. I'll link it below if you're interested, but the reason I got this one was specifically because it was shorter than the wall, so it wasn't going to blow away like the one that I tried last year that went above the wall. So now let's go ahead and see. I mean, I do see condensation on the top, so it definitely is still staying moist, but let's open her up and see if there are any issues that are obvious. So a quick refresher of what's in here. The grow bags are just soil and I'm using them for insulation on the outside. I have hydrangea, rose that I just got last fall, strawberry plant, if you can see it back there. These two pots stacked on top of each other have tulip bulbs. These two also have tulip bulbs. Another rose, blueberry, rose, tulip bushes, and one of the dahlias I'm testing overwintering out here. I'm still completely amazed at how green things are in here. I mean, this is just like a pretty thin plastic greenhouse. Again, like actual real temperatures have been in the single digits, so even colder feels like. And yeah, not expecting them to look like this. So again, my main issue is not too little water, but it's too much water. I don't even think I've actually watered most of these. I think I've given water to some of the smaller ones before, but like this with the tulips is still damp, which I'm worried about because that make me making the tulip bulbs mushy and rot in there. So I'll see come spring how those do. All this soil is still moist. One thing I am worried about is I'm seeing some spotting on the leaves of this rose bush. Now these are the leaves from last year. There are some buds forming, but I don't want kind of any mold or fungal issues. So if you know, based on the spots on those leaves, if I am having any issues, please let me know. Other than that, don't see much over here. The strawberry leaves, there's a few green ones. Most of them though have turned brown. Let's come back over here. Yeah, all the soil in here is still damp. So again, haven't had to water like my blueberries or the roses one time over winter. Now let me check these. So these are in the smallest container. I think I maybe have watered them once, and also still damp. And that's what, a 4-inch container? So yeah, I mean, that's been pretty incredible. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do with those tater tot plants. I think maybe just into terracotta pots, but overall, nothing is dried out. I'm gonna leave this open for today. I'll probably close it up again at night, but I want to get that fresh air circulating through all of the plants. All right, I'm back inside. Hats off because it's actually a bit too warm to need it up here, but I wanted to show you something I got that has been recommended to me before, and I probably should have got right when I first started gardening here. And they are these rolling plant stands. So I got a pack of 6 of these. I didn't actually mean to get them this early. I was gonna wait until like closer to the start of gardening season, but I did get the alert on Amazon that said they were low in stock. Whether that is true or just a way to get you to buy something quicker, it worked on me. So I have no idea how these are going to work yet, but the main purpose is to put some of my larger, heavier containers on these so that I can move them around the deck easier. Now, during the growing season, I don't move them that often. Maybe at first as I'm kind of positioning all of my containers where I want them to go, but especially during the winter, I like to roll them, well, move them as close to the house as possible. This year with my blueberries, I could only move them a few feet, so they are just pushed up against the wall, but I want to see if I can get one of these under my blueberry plants today, if I can lift it on my own. So yeah, I got a pack of 6 of these. I'll link them down below. Again, I don't know how they work yet because I haven't used them, but I did have to pound the wheels in with a mallet because they didn't just like easily slide in, even with all of my force. So I did have to pound those in, but now they're in there good and tight. And then 2 of them have locks. So like right now they can spin, and then if I just flip this clip up, then 2 of these wheels won't spin, which means that this whole platform won't spin. So when I'm not moving my plants, I will keep them in the locked position. I, however, didn't realize that at first and thought I just had 2 broken wheels. And then I thought maybe I should have, read the instructions and I would have known that they were not broken. So I'm gonna go now to the front deck and we'll see if I can lift up one of those pots. If not, I might try it out here on a raspberry plant that I can see right here through the window. But that's in a plastic pot. The blueberries are in ceramic pots, which are really pretty, but really heavy. Here's the rolling platform. And here are the 2 blueberry plants. So let's see if I am strong enough to do this on my own, or else I'll have to get my husband to help me later today. actually did it. I am so excited. I didn't think I was going to be able to lift that up on my own, and it is so much easier to move around now. I can put that plant anywhere I want on this deck. I'm only going to do that one for now. The other 5 are in my closet, and I'll worry about that once it is warmer. There was still some ice on the bottom of the pot, so that made it a little bit slippery to handle. But yeah, I'll worry about all the other plants and figure out where I'm going to use those 5. Definitely one on the other blueberry, probably 2 on my raspberries, and then, you know what, I might even need more for the fruit trees that I'm going to be getting soon. Let me also show you the plants I'm overwintering out here just for an update, and then I think that'll be everything for today. So we have my flower cart here still covered, and then back here we have a raspberry, which one of the branches broke, I'm going to assume from snow, so I will prune that probably next month. I'll go through and prune my raspberries and blueberries. I have a ronia berry, a rose, and then 2 of my, what are these, rhubarb plants. These I've overwintered 1, 2, 3, 4 twice now, so this will be the 2nd year, so I'm hoping they'll survive. Not sure about the rose bush. We'll kind of see how it does, compare this one to the 3 miniature ones that are inside of the greenhouse, but that is everything that is out here. So that is going to be everything for today. Let me know about the rose I showed you in the greenhouse if you think that is an issue based on the spots on the leaves. Also, let me know if you have any preference of the paint colors. I might even show a second area where I've swatched it too, because I cannot make up my mind. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I had to show the paint one more time because this swatch I actually did 2 coats. So again, same with top and the bottom. Let me know if you like one better than the other.